Hello there, welcome to this video where we're going to be discussing the best times to trade. You probably already heard people say that the markets are open 24/5 with the exception of the 1 hour that the market's closed towards the end of the day, and weekends obviously it's off. But and with the exception of Bitcoin, obviously, that you can still trade on the weekends, but we're not focused on Bitcoin right here. We're focused on features. Okay, and I'm going to discuss and show you why these are the best times to trade in the reason behind it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First off, let's start with the Forex kill zone. But in order for us to speak the same language, you need to adjust your time or time zone to New York time. Okay, so it's the New York time zone, the Eastern Standard Time. Otherwise, if you're in different parts of the world or different time zones, these times are not going to be accurate. Okay, so adjust your time for the New York time zone, and based on the New York, from 8 to midnight New York, the Asian market opens, or that's our kill zone. The Asian market actually open at 8, but anyways, this is the bulk of the volume that comes into the market. And the reason why these are kill zones, it's because that's where the volume comes in, and there's a lot of volatility, and we need volatility for the market to move, for us to catch those big moves in the market. Okay, so the kill zone, where there's most of the volume coming in for Asia, it's from 8 to 12 or 8 to midnight, and then London starts at 2 in the morning all the way to 5. You can see that you can still trade if you want to, or hold your trade until the next session, which is for the Forex market, it's from 7 to 10, 7 o'clock in the morning to 10, and then from 10 to 12 the market closes for London. Okay, again, we have the 8:30, which is a very significant time, 8:30 being the a time where the stock market opens. Also, midnight is our true open time. Okay, so that's Forex. If you're trading Forex, keep that in mind, take a screenshot. But if you want access to this PDF, you can access our Discord community and be able to download it completely free. Okay, now let's switch over to indices or futures. Right, if you're trading indices, you want to be on the chart either for London or New York. I don't advise Asia. I don't trade Asia for indices, except if I'm trading gold, which is then futures, right? Then I can probably trade or take one or two trades here. Anyways, for London, it's from 2 to 5, same time, 8 to 12 Asia, and then New York, it's from 8:30 to 11. 8:30, again, being that 8:30, there's a lot of news that comes into the market. Market moves depending on, like, on this day, most likely there was news, and then 9:30 the market opens for the stock market. Okay, so midnight, again, I keep that on my chart just because there's relevance, and you can keep that as a confluence. You'll hear more about it throughout the next videos that we're going to discuss on different types of confluences. Okay, so from 8:30 to 11, 9:30 being that the market opens, a lot of volatility. You can see like the huge drop. If you caught this move, you're done for the day, and you're only trade like 15-20 minutes, right? And then also so there's lunchtime between 12 and 1 o'clock, and 1:30 to 4 o'clock, the end of the session, is where the bulk of the time or the volume comes in. So for our case, basically we trade New York AM, and then the PM, that's when we want to be on the charts. If you are in a part of the world that it's easy for you to wake up, or if it's daytime for you during London hours, then this would be the time zone that or the kill zone that you want to trade. Okay, before you continue watching this video, I want to quickly let you know that now you have the opportunity to join our Discord community, where you can have access to our exclusive content to help you learn how to day trade profitably. Besides that, you will also find other ways to have multiple streams of income and become part of a community of people that, just like you, want to achieve success. Just click the link in the description of this video or visit levelxtrade.com to have instant access. Now back to your video. Silver bullet. What's silver bullet? Basically, silver bullet, it's 1 hour that ICT talks about, that specifically, the market there's volatility, and there's a setup that you can trade based on that 1 hour. So for some of you that don't have time, or you just have that 1 hour, you don't want to be on the charts all day long or for more than 2-3 hours, The silver bullet is from 3 to 4 for London, from 10 to 11 New York. So market opens at 9:30 a.m. So 30 minutes after, then you have the silver bullet. And then again in the PM session, you have from 2 to 3. Okay, and so that's something to keep in mind. And if you want to trade just basically 1 hour during silver bullet, there's always a setup. Right here would be a setup. Okay, so I'm going to include in this video all the times that are relevant and important for you to keep in mind. So IPDA reset midnight, which is, we look at the time where the true open of the market, and that's relevant when we start charting and looking at the different types of setups. Midnight is very important. The London kill zone 2 to 5, New York 7 to 10. That's for Forex. High impact news normally at 8:30, 10 o'clock. You have to keep track. Also there's a lot of news that comes in at 10 o'clock. New York 9:30 when the market opens to 11. That's the time that I like to trade. For lunch 12 to 1. Very, very low volatility. I would say if you're not in a trade where you just hold the trade open, I would say to trade this hour, it's very low volatility. The market barely moves most of the days. In New York PM 1:30 to 4. Spread hour, that's when the market is closed, from 5 to 6. And then Asian kill zones starting at 8 to 12. Okay, so that basically these are the most important times for you to keep in mind. And the reason being is that, again, if you know when the volatility comes in, when volume comes into the market, you just set time to just be on the market for a couple of hours, 2 hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours at the most, and then you go off your day and you come back in the afternoon session if you want to take more trades, or even in the London session. This way it helps, because I didn't know this at the beginning, and I was on the chart pretty much all day. Okay, so that's going to help. All right, this is it for this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.